Hi, Jessica. I love the look of your resume. I like that you found a photograph that sort of matches the green of your logo. You might want to increase the contrast on that just a little bit so that the intensity of the white and purple contrast is reflected just a touch more. Take it into Photoshop. So I love this. I love that it's horizontal. I think you have a great sense of color. You did a beautiful subtle thing like adding this gray here. I didn't notice that right away, but it does organize your information very nicely. If you have a website or even a Behance page, I might include it on here. Just make a nice tidy pyramid. Um, Also, I don't know how much kerning you've done or what kind of work you want to do exactly. Do you want to be a graphic designer? If so, you got to get in there and kern, make the kerning even. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but you put the type cursor in between the letters and hold down the Alt key and move the left and right arrows on your keyboard, and it'll nudge the letters or numbers or whatever a little bit at a time. And the reason for that is, you just want even spacing, and sometimes with the free fonts, the spacing doesn't do that. So by that I mean like you can see the 0 and the 7 are pretty close, but then you come over to the 9 and 1 and they seem a lot farther away. Anyway, that said, I did wonder why you didn't use this font in the body of your resume. I think it would match better if you did. Otherwise, you have solid content, but I think you need to draw it out a little bit more. For example, media coordinator and secretary. That sounds like something very relevant to a design career. Let me show you. So I don't know if you looked at Estrella's. I haven't seen the responses yet, but she's done a great job. Communications and marketing specialist. Look how she's pulled out these bullet points of what she did there. I think you want to do that too. So here she was an intern, but she managed to break it down to job focused needs. So an employer wants to look at your resume and figure out what is it you can do for them. So I recommend looking at her content here and seeing if that pertains to what you did too, and put it in your own words, but use that as a model. Also, okay, so also ask yourself, does what did you do at Paragon Supermarket? That might not seem relevant to your career, but it might also. So did you work as a checkout person? If so, that means to me as an employer that you know how to work with people, all sorts of people. You're very patient and you know how to make change and deal with money. So that means you're also detail oriented. That said, I'm not sure you want to include that on a digital artist resume. Instead, consider adding volunteer work um, to fluff out your resume to fill it out more. So those are my basic comments. Like, I want to see more content with your experience, and then work on the typography. Make it all match. Consider putting these in bold and spell check, right? Yeah, so you have experience doing this. You need to really flesh it out. All right, nice work. Let me know if you have any questions.